Well, hello, fellow champions. It's me, Johnny, the champion within, coming to you tonight with a question, needing some advice, maybe even some help. So, as you know, lately, if you've been following my channel, I've been doing some really long walks, 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles, 10 miles. And when I use the Google Fit app, it tells me, I've got my age in there, my height, my weight, all my stats in there, and it tells me how many calories I've burned. And it's saying I'm burning like between 22 and 2,800 calories when I do these walks. I don't know how accurate that is, but it does have all my stats, like I said, my height, my weight, my age, all that stuff. Um, so then my basal metabolic rate, according to my impedance scale, is like 1,960 calories. Now, your basal metabolic rate is how many calories you'd burned if you laid in bed all day and didn't get up at all. You just vegged all day long. That's what it takes to keep your brain working, your heart, your lungs, and to keep your body at 98.6 degrees temperature wise. So I think if you take that 2,800 calories and add it to my basal metabolic rate and then subtract a little bit, because if it takes me 3 hours to walk and I burn 2,800 calories, well, I would still be burning calories anyway if I were just laying in bed, right? So 4,300 calories a day on the days that I do those long walks and work out is about what I guesstimate I'm burning. Now, normally I eat OMAD or 2MAD, so one meal a day or 2 meals a day, and I'm only taking in 1,700 to 2,500 calories a day, and sometimes not even that. Well, here lately, now that I'm getting down closer to my ideal body weight, I'm finding that the days, not the day that I do the walk, but the next day, about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, I just have this sudden onset of profound weakness. And so I was at work tonight. It was about 6:40. I don't get off till 11. So this profound weakness just hit me, and there was no way I could finish out my shift. I mean, I can't even describe how weak I feel and how fast it comes on. Like I could just like lay down on the floor and go sound asleep immediately. And it seems to come from out of nowhere. So I'm wondering, and I'd love to get your thoughts. Am I dramatically under eating? I didn't have this problem before, but I had a lot more body fat before. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have a bunch of fat to lose, but I have lost 65 pounds of fat, probably 75 pounds of fat, because I know I've put on lean muscle per my impedance scale. And I work out and I run, I do sprints, I do push ups, I go to the gym. So I know I've got to be putting on some lean muscle. But I think this might be too much of a caloric deficit. What are you guys' thoughts? Because here's what I did tonight at work, and I'm not proud of this, but I'm not ashamed of it either, because I was in a desperate situation. I was not going to be able to finish out the night. To be honest with you, I didn't know if I could walk to my car to drive myself home. It's profound weakness that just hits me. I don't get nervous or jittery, so I don't believe it's a blood sugar issue. It's just an energy issue. So at work, they've completely redone our break room. They've got all kinds of goodies in there, all kinds of snacks and stuff in the break room. So I went to the break room and I had 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches out of the vending machine. 3 packs of cookies, the little sugar wafers. I love those things. They're a weakness of mine anyway. And I had a Reese's peanut butter cup, the nut bar, the like log looking thing. I can't remember, the fast break I think it's called or whatever. And I had a half of a Monster, the sugar-free Monster energy drink. And within 15 minutes, I felt great. I felt like I did this morning right after I ate my carnivore meal. Now, did I cheat? Absolutely I did. Do I regret it? I don't know what choice I had. I didn't have any carnivore food with me. I think if I'd had some hamburger patties and some butter, I definitely would have had that to try to get me over the hump. But man, I was going down like a sack of potatoes if I didn't do something. So that's what I did. Not super duper proud of it, but I don't know what options I had. I was literally going to fall in the floor if I didn't do something relatively quickly. I've had this happen before. No shortness of breath. I felt fine. I didn't feel cold. I didn't feel hot. There was no cardiac anything. I don't think there was any blood pressure problems. It was just like my body could not muster up any energy from whatever source that there is. And I still have, I still got fat on me. It's not like I'm completely skinny. I still have fat around my belly, fat on my back, fat places that my body could have tapped into. I'm just wondering if that process takes a while for it to break down the fat into usable energy. I think it's called the browning of the fat. I could be wrong on that. Fact check me. But what do you guys think? Am I just totally under eating the days when I do these really long walks and work out? Do I need to really up my caloric intake? Maybe eat 3 meals a day or 2 good meals a day, carnivore? I'm getting enough fat. I'm taking electrolytes. I drink tons of water, and I use the LMNT element electrolytes. I use the flavored ones because I don't have any of the unflavored ones yet. I will get some, but I have a full one of those. So that's 1,000 milligrams of sodium and 500 of potassium and 250 of magnesium, or whatever the ratio is there. So I don't think it's an electrolyte problem. But within 10 or 15 minutes after eating all that garbage, which was carbs and calories, I felt normal. And I don't want to have to rely on that, so I guess I'm going to have to take, a sack full of hamburger patties to work with me on the days that because it doesn't happen the day that I do the walk. It's always the next day. And each time it seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I have less fat for my body to draw from. I mean, my neck, my chest, my shoulders, my legs are as small as they've ever been. Still got fat around the belly, still got some fat on my back, but pretty much that's it. So what's your guys' thoughts? Am I barking up the wrong tree here? Do I need to try eating more calories, more fat? I mean, I'm probably getting 75 to 80% of my calories from fat. Anyway, just love to get some of you guys' thoughts. What do you think? Leave me a comment, please, if you will. What suggestions do you have? Do I need to up my electrolytes? Do I need to up my sodium? Because like I say, I didn't feel shaky. I didn't feel short of breath. I didn't feel dizzy. I just feel profoundly weak, and it comes on like a freight train. It's just I'm fine, and then I'm not. And anyway, that's my rant for tonight. This is a pretty quick, simple video. And speaking of videos, yesterday's video was supposed to be 8.5 minutes long. I did this whole walk through Frank Lisk. I was saying Liskey, but it's Frank Lisk Park. Showed the duck pond, showed all kinds of stuff. And when I uploaded it, when the video came out, it was only 1 minute and 37 seconds. So I have no idea what happened there. But I apologize for that video being so crazy. It's supposed to be an 8-minute video, and I thought it was a pretty good video. I'll redo that one and get it better. Anyway, guys, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. What would you do if you were me? That's all I got. Thanks for listening. Thank you for whatever advice you can throw my way. Love you guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow.